Hey guys, it's your favorite neighborhood gamer here. I'm here to bring you a little bit of Recon gameplay, tips and tricks, things that I do, things that I've learned, and just kind of show y'all guys a little bit of Recon gameplay that I just created. So basically, I bought Recon with actual money for Christmas, but the only thing about that is I can't actually use it as like a main character because I can't switch back and forth. If you buy something like a class, then you're stuck with it. It's like a new character. And so, in addition to, I have a German pilot, a German recon, and a American infantryman. So I think I'm set. I mean, I like this game a lot, and it's really fun the way that I have it. So I would highly suggest getting recon, or just working for it and getting it the legit way. I bought it to support the people that made this game. So, anyways, here we go. Basically, I'm just got on a bike and I'm headed out to, I'm gonna flank left. I'm observing the battlefield. I see that there's one point here that is kind of like a middle point, and then there's another point across the river. And so I know that the other point across the river Germany is about to capture. That'll happen in just a minute. So what I do is I see a lot of combat going on there and a lot of fire, just like straight away fire ranges. So I'm gonna head over here to these trees. Yeah, you see I'm kind of shaking the camera at it. I'm going to head over these trees and kind of use the tree as cover. Whenever you get the default camo for Recon, whenever the default camo is tan, and so it's really hard to be like camouflage. Alright, so someone's shooting at me here, and I see a little arrow where it's coming from. So I kind of use the tree's cover, and I watch, and I see that they're at that car. But I see that everyone at that car just died because they got shot to death by my teammates. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to aim across the river, adjust my sight using the mouse wheel. Oh, just got shot in the face. I guess that's just one of the struggles of having an open map. So here I'm going to spawn again, and I think I'm going to try the same strategy again. Okay, so I kind of learned that, whenever you're hiding behind a tree, it's not very much cover and you're kind of exposed. But at this point, I'm kind of considering staying with it because trees are enough cover to keep you alive, because your head is really the most valuable part of your body. But basically, I'm going to flank left and hide behind those trees again, see if I can get some of those snipers because they kind of piss me off. So yeah, sorry about the rock. A bike is a really good mode of transportation for Recon because it's really quiet and it's just as fast as if you're sprinting. And the thing about the Recon is once you catch your breath, you're just as accurate standing up as you are crouching or prone once you catch your breath. But if you're out of breath, it's no good, as you can tell, because I'm waving it back and forth. So I see another sniper across the river. I'm going to try to take him out. He's over there by that building. It's really small, but I'm pretty sure I can get him because I've been playing Recon for the past couple days and I kind of got the hang of it, I believe. Alright, so I'm aiming right at him, but I think I need to aim up in order to hit him, so I'm going to try that. See what happens. Okay, he seems to have left, but I see some more gunfire coming from by that wall, so I'm going to see if I can get that guy. It's a bit hard, so I'm going to move forward to kind of decrease my range. And I'm really proud of this actual segment here because it's kind of like, it was so much fun to play. It was so much fun to play. Whenever you're a sniper in this situation, it's all open, you have more snipers everywhere. It's really just like a duel, like an old west duel where you just kind of sit there and fire at each other until someone dies. Alright, so I shot him and wounded him, and I'm going to try to, since he left, I want to try to get some of these people in this building. So I shoot at that guy on the roof, wound him, but it's really, the sniper rifle is kind of underpowered for a sniper rifle in this game, unless you get that headshot. So I see that guy going prone. I'm going to see if I can kill him. I'm going to aim a bit higher than I did. Still hits the brick. It's hard to kind of adjust unless you really get the hang of it. So I have no idea why that guy in the window is not getting hit. But there we go, I killed him. Awesome. I got a bit cozy there, kind of just stayed in the same spot, so that other guy was sent across the river to come get me, and he shot me in the back. So I guess that's just one of those things you have to deal with. You have to kind of move points every once in a while. But yet again, I just want to encourage y'all to get this class. If y'all have this game, if y'all don't have this game, get it. It's free. And if you do have this game, it is so much fun to play Recon. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about, that underpowered sniper rifle. Because I shot him in the chest and he still didn't die. Still kind of makes me angry. Alright, so I've realized that those snipers have seen me across the way at my last point, so I think at this point I'm going to try to go to the other side, and so I guess we'll just see what happens. I'm kind of watching this as y'all are, just kind of commentating on it as we go along. I may go back for thirds. Yep, I think that's what I'm going to do. Wait, no. Alright, this part I'm debating on whether or not I should go left or right. And so I see a bunch of enemies on the right side, and so I know that in order to get a better shot on them and get a more unsuspecting kill, I'm gonna go to the left. Wow, that BMX though. But yeah, I can hear gunfire coming from the right, and so I know that a lot of the Americans are coming across the river and going right, or their left, or right. Sorry, hard to explain. They're going on the other side of that point, so I'm gonna come back to this spot and see yet again if I'm gonna die, which I think I am, but I guess we'll see. Alright, I gotta catch my breath to be more accurate, and I see that that hill's kind of obstructing my view, so I'm gonna move to the shadows. You never want to be in kind of like an open spot with no cover or no shade, because then they see your silhouette like nothing else. Alright. So it seems kind of dull at this point. I'm kind of considering moving, but I do see some people along the bridge, so I'm just going to cover this spot and kind of just help my team out. Recon's more of a supportive class, so if you want a class that you can just get all up in the action and go in there with like a Tommy gun or something, just buy the Tommy gun and display as infantry. Because Recon, you're out of combat, and you're just making kills, picking them off for your team, just kind of helping them out. But I like that. I like not having to worry about, you know, like just rushing in there. So I see that guy shooting at me from the bridge, and I see those other people are taking care of him because I see blood splattering everywhere. So I'm gonna leave him alone and focus on those buildings. Alright, I just got shot, I think from the bridge or from a building somewhere, and turns out it was from that building. I don't really want to spawn right in the middle because I know that's where all the action is, that's where all the explosions are and all the tanks and all the, you know, rapid gunfire everywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep to flanking to the sides, kind of get out of the way. I'm not sure if I'm using that word correctly, flanking, but whatever, it works. You can use your imagination. Sorry for... Oh, I think I'm apologizing for the bad typing. Yeah. Sorry for the... Yeah, I just say screw it. You know, I was saying sorry for the slow typing because I really am a fast typer. I have like 70 words per minute. But whenever I was talking to my team, it was really slow typing. So yeah, I whistled to that guy to come with me to see if I can give him a better position, but he denies my request. So I'll just go by myself out into the open. I think this is the first time I've ever played this map, or this area of this map, because Heroes and Generals is one huge map, but I think this is the first time I've ever played this battlefield. I would like to play it again because it's a really nice map. There are a lot of trees, a lot of foliage, like the one I'm heading to now. I see that tree has a lot of leaves, so it would break up my silhouette well, and little do I know, there's a huge rock. I found like a gold mine. But, you know, the brighter the picture, the darker the negative, and the more perfect of a spot this is, the more snipers come here, and the more people expect you to be there. So I see that guy driving the motorcycle across the way, but I'm good at leading my shots usually, but I'm not perfect at leading my shots, so I decided to let him go. And then I might try to take him out there, and he ends up coming right by me and gunning me down as I'm reloading. There's little you can do in that situation. The best thing is to buy a pistol or to unlock a pistol, put it on your Recon class, and to switch, use it for close quarters. I think the Germans is a C926 or something like that. It's a really good pistol at close range, but I don't really want to spend any more money on it right now. And I I don't really want to spend the time to unlock it. This sniper says he doesn't like double teaming, so he likes to go alone. I'm like, whatever, man. You gave me the bike, so let's go. I go back to that position, but I'm not going to go back to that rock, because I figured out that that team probably scouts out that rock every once in a while and make sure there are no snipers there. Since that is a really good position. If they were unaware that that was there, I would be racking up kills. Alright, so I'm going to head a bit farther, but I don't want to go too far from the action because I don't want to waste time going across. I see an enemy spotted, figure out it's a tank, but I know that with tanks, a lot of infantrymen like to go close behind them. So if I were an infantryman and there was a tank, I'd probably walk behind it, use it as cover, and then kind of split up from there. And so I'm kind of looking for soldiers at this point. See another tank over there, and hear a motorcycle coming, and at this point I'm kind of scared of motorcycles after what happened. Yeah, that happens a lot. I don't want to show y'all how many times I die, but I want to show y'all the good and bad, and I don't want to edit out everything to make myself look amazing, because I'm good at this game. I may not be amazing, but I am pretty good. And here I type in the chat, you have to learn from your mistakes, because that is a big part of this game, is learning from your mistakes. I see some guys gunning us down, so I'm like, you know what, just screw it, I'm gonna die somehow, so I'm just gonna rush him. So I rush out, and it turns out there are like 3 or 4 of them around me, and that guy just got the kill, so. Yeah, unfortunate there, but I'm gonna spawn again, and I'm pretty sure I want to get some more kills. Alright, so there was a US guy right by that building, and I know that there's a guy with a grease gun or something in that building, and so I was gonna let them take him out, which they did. So sometimes you gotta rely on your team to do a lot of this stuff, which is most of the time actually. Alright, so apparently it has been shown to me that a lot of the soldiers have been coming to this building and kind of shooting up the people, and so I'm breaking one of the golden rules. One of the golden rules of sniping in this game is never snipe from an open building or any like obvious sniping spot, because that is always where they check first. If you're going to snipe and there's a huge open field and then a building, just stay in the field, because they're less likely to look the whole field than they are into that tiny little building that they know a sniper's going to be. So I decided that's enough, and I think that a lot of the US people are taken care of near the base, so I'm going to go ahead and head out. I'm going to go left again because I see that a lot of the combat is on the right side. Yeah, I like the bell. Alright, so I'm kind of observing my battlefield. I hear a guy in a car coming. So I'm kind of just gonna stay at a tree. I'm pretty sure that he's an ally. I guess I just assumed that he was. And so I'm gonna stay by this tree and see if I can get some people over there. It all seems pretty uneventful except for that guy right there. He thinks he's safe, but little does he know that he's completely open to my gunfire. So that car that I heard earlier pops up right in front of me, as you can see. And it turns out to be a teammate. I whistled for him and he ignored me, so now I'm just trying to cover him as best I can from this range. I haven't adjusted my scopes too much because I haven't really wanted to get comfortable at that spot. So I'm just going to head over here, try to get some cover. Alright, that's a horrible spot that I picked because that hill kind of blocks all the doorways. And so I'm going to keep going. That guy still does not hear me. And so he's just going to die like I just did. Man, this game's tough. Regardless, so there's a guy right in the top there as I'm waving my mouse. As you can see, this guy in the top of the building, and he is an idiot, just so y'all know, because he's sitting right on top, getting comfortable, getting cozy, and he thinks that he's going to be invincible to anyone throwing grenades or shooting, but he's not, because he thinks that that's a good sniping spot, but it's really not. So I'm like, I might use this rock as cover, but it turns out to be kind of short, and my barrel would be blocked by it, and so I moved to the side. I see something moving in the window, so I decided to shoot it, and there's a guy right there. I shoot a second shot to try to eliminate him, but I think he had moved out the way. So I was like, you know what, just screw it. I watched it for a little bit, but realized that there was no one in there anymore, so I'm just gonna move on. Those look like some nice trees. Alright, so I watched that window because that's like the only place I've seen anyone over here that's not in a tank. And that guy just dropped out of the building, so I'm gonna try to get him. There is bullet travel time and bullet drop, but if you adjust your scopes, you don't have to worry about bullet drop. And if you like lead your shots and time it well, then you don't have to worry about that either. That guy went over there and thought that rock was cover. It turns out I was at the side and I shot him. So yeah, basically like the most thing that you're gonna do when sniping is kind of like unsuspecting shots, which is where you kind of get around the enemy base, and whenever they think there's cover, the sniper's job is to get over there and come from like the side or the back and up. Wow, that's what she said. Anyways, so the sniper's job is to come around a odd angle to the enemy base and kind of snipe them whenever they think they have cover. So yeah, that's been proven a few times. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to wait for this bike to spawn, and so I'm gonna hitch a ride with this guy. I'm pretty sure that's the same guy I saw earlier over there by those trees, and so he's also a tactical player. He likes to go away from the combat zones and kind of work his way in like I do. I'm trying to give him a little subconscious help, trying to get him to go to the right, and I think he listens to me. For the first time, someone listens to me on this game. Good lord! Oh yeah, forgot that explodes. If you look at the chat, you can kind of see the reaction that guy had to that, and myself too. We were both kind of like, what just happened? And he said he apologized for it. He was like, man, I hate these cars. And I was like, yeah, I like American cars better. And I said, LOL, it's fine. So my assault team was defeated, sadly, so that kind of cut my battle short, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video.